Welcome back to Women's View. Remember that this is a show that keeps you entertained and capture everything that's happened around the world. And remember the topic of today, we are going to discuss about well baby, and we have the best of the best. A medical practitioner, a CEO, you can name all the name, the big name, I'm telling you. He's here with us. He's going to introduce himself as we continue. Karibu sana.
Yeah, thank you, Asante.
Yeah.
My name is Steve Adudans. I'm a medical practitioner, health and wellness enthusiast, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you for listening and viewing.
Okay, so we are going to start. We're talking about the well baby. So you're going to tell us what is well baby and the importance of well baby.
Okay. I mean, the baby is usually a bundle of joy, and when a baby comes to the family, it's one of those things that makes the family very, very happy.
Yeah. Sure.
So one of the things that we have seen and is very important is not so much so the wellness of the baby, but also the mother. Studies have shown that if the mother is not well, the baby also can be affected. But for the wellness of the baby, two things are very key. What we call growth and development. Those are the things that the family, the mother and the guardian needs to look into. And for the growth and development, growth is growth in size, so the baby is growing. Development is the baby gaining the milestones that they need to have. So those are the key things that that we need to be looking into, and probably we can discuss more about that.
Okay, what if maybe you find there's this person who is taking the baby to the clinic because of certain important thing, maybe the injection or the vaccination, but just because of height and weight, no, I'm not going to hospital because of that, because I have so many things to do, you know. So what will you tell a mother who is in that circumstance?
So the baby, when the baby is growing, the first 30 days, or that's when we call it the neonate, the neonate. That's from 0 days to 30 days. Those are very, very critical stages, and we find that a number of babies die within that period, as compared to between the ages of 0 to 5 years. Okay, when we look at the mortality of babies from 0 to 30 days against 0 to 60 months, which is 5 years, more babies die within the first 30 days. Okay, so it's very important that a mother or the guardian or the person who actually has a baby to ensure that they're very keen on observing the baby. Okay, so things like the color of the baby, things that you can just see. The color of the baby. How is the baby crying? Is the baby having a high-pitched cry, or the baby is crying normally? Okay, very important. The color of the eyes, and then the movement of the legs and the arms. Okay, and then normally a baby when they're born, the legs and the arms are usually going like this. If the baby is floppy, then one needs to see that actually there's something wrong with the baby. Okay, so just by observing, that's the first thing. Secondly, the clinics are very important, and the clinics are very important because just a small measure of the baby's weight and the baby's height, temperature, are very, very critical. They can tell us something critical about the baby. Okay, because the baby is growing, like I said, growth and development. Baby is growing. 1 week can make a lot of difference in a baby as compared to a baby, probably an infant who's 1 year. So 1 week is very critical. So the mother has to go to the clinic so they can check those. Very
so
critical.
it's very important for mother out there to go for the clinic. No matter how, if you're going for height and weight, it's important for you to go for the clinic. And also, you know, sometimes the baby start crying, he doesn't have fever, and you're wondering, what can I do for this? Especially new mothers. What can I do?
The baby, I mean, the thing is that babies are not small adults. People need to realize that the baby is not a small adult. The baby wants somebody to think for them and tell them, you know, this cry, the baby is in pain. So the mother maternal instincts. I think some of you are mothers.
Yeah.
You can tell this baby is in pain. This baby, what are some of the things that you usually check? Is the baby soiled?
Maybe diaper, you want to change.
Okay, you want to check. Okay. This one is like hunger. Okay. This baby looks like they need to eat something, right? Okay. So those things are very critical that the mother can see, can hear, and feel. So check the baby's temperature and things like that. Okay. Now, the other thing that I think is very critical, as I said, is about development. And when it comes to development, a bigger part of it is the surrounding that the baby has. Okay, and the baby's senses are stimulated. So if the baby is in a place where that is dark, a place that there is no people talking, then their senses are not stimulated. You know, some people say, shh, but you know, the baby is sleeping. The baby is gonna sleep even if you're making noise. But we need to stimulate the hearing. The baby needs to. That's how development occurs. The hearing, the baby needs to hear, listen.
So it's good also to put music while the baby is sleeping.
But you used to put music when the baby was in the tummy. The baby could hear. The baby can hear. They can hear the music. Yes.
From the moment they're born.
When they're
in the tummy, while they're in the tummy.
They can hear. Yes, the ears.
That's why they start kicking.
Yes. They can hear.
Okay.
Yeah, they can hear.
Bwana Daktari, I believe when you give birth to your baby, there is also that bonding together with your child.
Yes.
How should I bond with that child?
Okay. Now, normally, I think bonding for the baby with the mother is something that we say immediately the baby is born. Immediately the baby is born.
Immediately.
The baby should be put on the mother's breast so that the baby can start bonding with the mother. Yes. Yeah, it's what we call baby-friendly initiative. For most places where you deliver, you should have the baby put on your breast or on your with herbs that skin to skin immediately. It helps in bonding. Okay, so the mother can bond with the baby like that. The mother can bond by sleeping side to side with the baby, even talking or singing to the baby.
Wow.
Yes, it creates bonding. But one of the most critical thing, and this week actually is World Breastfeeding Week.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, from August 1 to August 7.
Okay.
It's World Breastfeeding Week. Breastfeeding is very critical.
Sure.
Yeah, breastfeeding helps in bonding between the mother and the baby. Okay, because when a baby is breastfed, the mother is able to look at the baby, and that makes the baby be able to connect with the mother.
Admiring the mother.
Yes, the baby is able to connect with the mother, and it helps the mother produce even milk.
Wow.
Because the baby,
That's interesting.
Because and that's why I was saying that, you know, when a baby is born, it's a bundle of joy.
Yeah, sure.
But sometimes the mother can have what we call postpartum depression. Okay, and this occurs when the mother feels like they've done all this work for 9 months. And they don't feel like they've been appreciated. So when they hold the baby like this, they're able to feel like they've achieved something. Okay? Now when they feel like they've achieved something, they're able to connect to the baby and they're able to breastfeed the baby well. Okay? Yeah. And that bonding, that's why the bonding is critical to reduce the mother having postpartum depression.
Wow.
Yes.
And let's say the baby is in pain. I need to soothe this baby. You have just said a baby is not an adult.
Yes.
I need to soothe this baby. How do I do it?
I think the thing is that there's some things that we commonly see people saying, you know, you need to shake the baby. Now, the people who end up shaking the baby vigorously, and the babies can develop something called shaken baby syndrome. Okay, where somebody was trying to console the baby vigorously, and that affects the baby because at 0 to 30 days, the baby cannot control the head.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you try and console the baby by shaking them, you can cause damage. Okay. So one of the things is like we mentioned, if the baby is crying, check all the things that you can see. Okay, whether it's a diaper, and then put them on the breast and see whether they're hungry. Check the temperature. Nowadays we say you need to have at least a thermometer in the house.
Sure.
Okay. check the temperature of the baby and see whether the baby has a high temperature. And why do I say this? Most often in the first 30 days, the things that will affect a baby are infections.
Yeah.
Okay, infections of the chest and infections of the gut. So the baby can have diarrhea, the baby can have a cough because of a cold or something, or a chest infection. Okay, those are the commonest things that can cause. Or the the umbilical stump. You know the what do you call it? I don't know.
Kitovu.
Kitovu. Yes, kitovu. It can get an infection. If it gets an infection, then the baby will present by crying and they may have a fever. So inspecting that. So a mother needs to go and inspect that. Is it dry? They look like it has pus or whatever it is, to ensure that the baby is not having an infection, is not having diarrhea, is not having anything else that looks like needs a hospital attention. And then just consoling the baby, putting the baby in a comfortable position. Okay. Sometimes also in Africa we like overdressing the babies.
Kuna baridi.
We overdress the babies. We put the babies in, swaddle them with many things. The baby is sweating. Sweating. And then they start getting rashes, heat rash. Okay. Just uncover the baby. Let the baby, be comfortable. Let's see whether they're playing or not. Okay. So things like those. But also the place where the baby sleeps. Okay. Sometimes a baby will not tell you if there is something that has beaten them. And people don't probably say this. Something probably has beaten the baby. Okay. So just inspect, or even a mosquito. Or they're feeling itchy. Okay, but they can't show you. So look, inspect the baby, look at the skin. Is there something that looks like unusual? The skin red. Okay? Okay. Very important. Okay?
Okay, you have talked about breastfeeding.
Yes.
Now I'm a first-time mom.
Yes.
I'm breastfeeding my kid, and I don't know whether my kid is full or I'm overfeeding him or her. So how will I know about that? So babies are driven by instincts. And these instincts are what we all have, like thirst, hunger. Okay. And those are the drives that make the baby respond. So when they're hungry, they're going to show you. When they're thirsty, they're going to show you. When they're in pain, they will show you. Most often, because they can't speak, they'll cry. Okay. Now, and the baby wants to be fed, feed them on demand. Okay. On demand. Okay. Don't say that, you've had enough. No. On demand. When they need it, give it to them. Give it to them. When they're full, you'll see they're full. You make them bath, and they'll probably sleep. But there's no, it's too much. No. Breastfeed the baby 6 months. In fact, by the time they're reaching 6 months, you'll feel like you're tired because you want more. And now they look at what you're eating, they want to eat it, but wait until 6 months. Okay. Why do I say this? We've seen that babies who you start feeding them before the 6th month, they become obese. They're likely to become obese. You start feeding a baby before the 6 months. Studies have shown they're likely to be obese. So just wait for the 6th month.
We have this mentality. Ashibi, that's why he's crying.
Feed them. Ensure that your diet is good. Ensure that your diet is good, because the baby is eating what you're eating. So ensure your diet is good. You're not taking any medication. Okay. You're taking any medication that will harm the baby. There's certain medications that go to the breastfeed. Okay. You don't want.
What if I get sick?
If you get sick.
Process.
If you get sick in the
process of breastfeeding, and now the baby is not feeding.
It depends. If you're taking medication that will go to the baby, then you can be able to discuss with your with your doctor to see how to probably have any formula that can be supplemented. But we don't usually recommend for formula. But what we also for working mothers, and this is the challenge and the campaign for this World Breastfeeding Week, to enable working parents to breastfeed.
Okay.
That is a campaign.
So from the office.
So what are we looking at? We're looking at We'll talk about it. We're looking at women knowing how to pump breast milk, and if you have a fridge, you can keep it. You can keep it for 3 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, you can keep it in the freezer. You pump, put it aside. You can go to work. Let the person who is there probably warm it and feed the baby. That's
Wow.
breast milk.
Okay. Yeah.
2. Okay, workplace. Okay. You know, having a mother and baby friendly workplaces. Where you have like a nursing room,
Yeah.
with nice music, probably
Yeah.
like a fridge,
Yeah.
where you go and put the breast milk, okay?
Yeah.
So we should be advocating for those kinds of things, because maternity leave is 3 months,
Sure.
okay?
Yeah.
So between 3 months and 6 months, you have to go back to work. So workplace. If not, then flexi time.
Wow.
Okay, so you come in the morning, in the afternoon you go home, and you work from home, breastfeed your baby.
Wow.
So flexi time. So yeah.
Daktari,
Yes.
when should I birth my child?
Birthing.
Yes. Because tunakaa tunasema anafaa panguzwe. We find that mtoto even akona some lines here za uchafu. They are burning, even it is reddish somehow. Which is the best time to start birthing this baby?
Usually, like the first week, we recommend a baby should just be wiped nicely. Okay, so just good wiping, because you don't want to cause a lot of shock on the baby's skin and things like that. You don't know what soap and things like that the baby is going to react to. Okay, so just nicely wiping, and I think everybody is taught how to do this. I remember I bathed my own babies, so you know, using for one eye you don't use for the other eye. Okay. Yeah, but it's an eye like that. Discard and another cotton wool for the other eye. Certain places where infections occur. Oh, you didn't know that? Ama, you didn't know that?
We just use one room on the other side.
You don't start washing the neck and then you bring the same and start wiping the eye.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. So you start with the sensitive areas, so things like the eyes, okay, and then for the girls also, for when you're wiping the genitals, you know, it has to be in a certain manner. You don't want to transfer infections, right? For the baby. So wiping is good. Just wiping the baby nicely with warm water. Okay. Yeah, because the baby's skin is a bit sensitive, and then after that, they can just be washed normally now, starting with the head. But the babies are, and as much as they are delicate, also their bodies are not they're not as you cannot let them become dirty because you don't want to put water on them. Okay, all right. Yes. But it's important to know to have very hypoallergenic, if I may say, soap that doesn't cause a lot of allergies, doesn't have a lot of perfumes and things like that. Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, did you have something to say?
I wanted to ask, now we are talking about breastfeeding. You feed in a situation where the mother dies.
Yeah.
And what's its best to feed on that baby?
After the mother has died. I mean,
for that 6 months.
Yeah, well, in the best case scenario, we would say that if you can afford formula, then it'll be good. Okay. If you're within Nairobi, there's a breast milk bank. Yes, at Pumwani. Did you know about it?
No.
Yes. There's a
So
bank.
you sell or
breast-
you just
Yeah,
then you take it there.
Yeah, they have a program for women who
Oh,
who,
excess.
Who have
cannot-
excess.
yes.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
Wow.
Now they're even taking it to places like Turkana where there is famine, because when there's famine, the babies are gonna suffer because the mother not have breast milk. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't want to tell you start using Ujino. There's a breast milk bank.
Okay.
So I go to Pumwani.
Good one. I think they have a program for women to get, those who cannot afford to get the breast. Yes. Yeah, get the breast. It's important to have that breast milk. Why? The breast milk has, in addition to the nutrients, it also has what we call immunity factors. Yeah, that will prevent the baby from getting diarrhea, chest infections. Formula milk will not have. Yeah, formula milk will not have. The baby can have infections with formula milk. They'll be growing, yes, but they can get infections. But the immunity that the mother has is transferred to the baby through the breast milk. So homa, kuharahara, it's you prevent it. So, and it's for every mother. So why not get breast milk from another mother, give it to the baby? Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if I have excess milk, I go to Pumwani.
You can take it from one. You can take it.
Yeah. Okay, viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep the SMS coming at 21144 and all the comments to all our social media platforms at GBSCV Africa. Remember that today we are discussing about well baby. Don't go anywhere.